Another question that we're frequently asked is, how do we get our website to display more frequently on Google? And I want to share 3 things that Google is focused on today. It may not be these 3 things 6 months from now. One of these I wouldn't have shared with you 6 months ago. But in today's marketplace, these are primary components of Google's algorithm. And keep in mind, Google changes their algorithm multiple times in a week. I've seen reports that they change as much as 1,000 times a year. Now, those are tiny little tweaks that don't affect a lot of businesses, but they do affect some. But here are the 3 primary things that Google's looking at now. One is your online reputation. Several years ago, Google made the decision that this was a primary criteria for how a website is presented. And the reason they did that is they want to make sure that someone who's searching and selects a vendor is selecting a vendor who will do a good job for them, that has a positive reputation, that has customers from the past that have provided that social proof that says, hey, this is a good company to do business with. But they've taken it a step further. They're looking for reviews that have a minimum of 30 characters. So if somebody just gives you a 5-star review but doesn't say anything, Google does not consider that review when evaluating your total score for placement in the search results. By the same token, your review has to have at least 30 characters. So if somebody says, hey, 5 stars, Joe's the bomb, we love him. It's not 30 characters, it's not going to be considered in the algorithm. Another criteria is age. If you have a review that's more than 24 months old, it drops out of consideration of the algorithm, and that's a rolling 24 months. So they prioritize the most recent views down to reviews that are 24 months old. The third thing that they're looking at is your net star rating. And to get preferential treatment, you need to have a minimum of 4 stars as your average. Now that may seem high, 4 out of 5, but the reality is if you look at every business niche across the United States, the average star rating for all companies in all niches is 4.16. So at a 4-point rating, Google is asking you to be almost average. So having a reputation marketing program is a crucial step if you want to be ranked on Google, if you want to receive more preferential treatment in Google's search results. The second is consistent, fresh content. This is a change of about 15, 18 months ago. Google is really emphasizing fresh content. The days of build a website, publish it, get it indexed, and forget about it are long past. The way that most companies meet this criteria is by publishing a blog post. They try to publish those on a regular basis, but so frequently we see a company will say, well, yeah, talking to the owner, sure, we have a blog, but when I go to their website, they posted once 3 months ago, 6 months before that, and twice last year. That's not going to do it. What Google's looking for is consistent updates of quality content. What's quality content? Well, they like to see a minimum of 500 to 750 words, no more than 3 of your primary keywords in each article. The articles need to be benefit focused, that is, what's in it for the customer or the client or the patient who's reading it. It's best if you can geotag any photos that you put in, because again, that gives Google more data to work with. Most of our clients are publishing at least 2 blog posts a month, some more than that. We write blog posts for a lot of clients, but consistent, fresh content is critically important. There are other ways that you can accomplish this, that it's more search engine optimization tech stuff than we want to go through today. But the easiest way to comply with this requirement from Google is consistent, fresh content. The other, and this is something that's just come up in the last 6 months, is your site load speed. More than 60% of Google searches today are done on a mobile device. So what Google's looking for is to make sure that your website loads very, very quickly, particularly on a mobile device. If it doesn't load quickly based on their metrics, then you're going to be downgraded in the search results. You're going to be displayed less often. There are several free tools that you can find online that will measure your site speed. Our experience is if you use 3 tools, you're going to get 3 different metrics. There are some paid tools that are more accurate. It's probably worth it if this is a concern to talk with your webmaster and have them go get one of those tools if they don't already have one. So important criteria for getting your site ranked on Google: an online reputation marketing program, consistent fresh content, and your site load speed. Now, if you fall down in one of these, it doesn't mean you're going to get your website de-indexed. It doesn't mean that Google will never present your site. But if you have these three things working for you, it will add to the opportunity for Google to present your site more frequently.